slay their entire population or something like that. Classical genocide moments, you'll know them. Well, now those Dutch are Belgians. Cheers. Except of course Amsterdam, that city is trash.
Is that true?
A little.
We let them pass through our woods and attack them from multiple directions. Anyway, we have two wars going on and we have to end them. And the best way to end war is
Strawberry annihilation!
so we're heading Spain. Cheers.
Cheers!
It does look like Turks fought a lot of barbarians that came out from Sweden. People of Stirling revolted. Now a free city eventually will join our empire peacefully. Hello and welcome boys and girls, this is my first ever marathon game. I've started playing normal speed and I have to say it's much more easier than playing online speed. And now I'm playing marathon and I turned off BBG and BBS mods because I'm playing True Style Location TSL Earth map. Another reason I turned off these mods because they're nerfing Matterhorn and I'd like to have extra 3 military strength when I'm fighting on hills. As you can see, as Gauls, you're starting somewhere at the Belgium region and you can settle right next to the Matterhorn. So my guys basically has +3 and an Alpine training, so they're quite unstoppable. These Gassati guys, incredibly strong, one of the strongest warriors in the game. I think only maybe Babylonian guys are stronger, but still, I will dominate these level 8 AIs quite easily. To be honest, it's not a regular deity, it's deity with late game AI mod and the real strategy AI mod. That is why City States has no walls turn 1. And AI plays a bit differently. I don't even know, I think it's what, 16 civilizations, 8 civilizations on the map. I wasn't sure about will I even finish this game because I wanted to try the TSL on a marathon speed and I was so into it, so I finished the game in a one sit. So what is going on? Apparently Europe is a hard spot to start if you can't kill anyone. As you can see, Adotuka is already having troubles with loyalty, but thanks to that dead Netherlands, I'm fine. I can just say that is how you get 2 cities turn 10 on a marathon speed. You just take it away from someone and slay their entire population or something like that. The classical genocide moments, you'll know them. Well, now those Dutch are Belgians. Cheers. Next target is of course Krakow. I had moved there because I was planning to take right after it revolves. So in a few turns I had to fight 2 warriors and I have to say it's kind of a tough battle because Gassati didn't get any bonuses against warriors. You have extra bonus strength only against units that are stronger than you. So I thought maybe I can chill around Krakow, heal a bit. It's 10 city strength only, but they built another warrior, so I decided to retreat on my own territory and heal my wounds. Unfortunately, while I was healing and waiting for reinforcements, Krakow joined the Osman Empire. So I had no other option.
I had no choice.
To just declare war on them. Siege was not hard, it wasn't even a siege, I just hit it 4 times and got the city. It's so funny how marathon speed breaks the old game rules. As you can see, I am opened with a craftsmanship opened even without any boost, just to have that plus 50% bonus policy card I will get. And in every city I own, I'm building Gassati, except of course Amsterdam, that city is trash.
Is that true?
A little.
It has no production, it has no value, just extra loyalty for the beginning. I've played Earth's map a few years ago and I remember that you just can't tank Constantinople that easily, so I turned west and aiming for Venice. It's a great bonus that the city has no walls, and I think it feel like a bit cheating on the game, but even with the walls, I would just wait till the few more units like the 3 Gesati and will take city without any rams. And you know, you can't have rams when playing marathon speed. But before attacking Venus, we've met some Spanish colonists. That means somewhere to the west we can find Spanish kingdom. And we definitely have to clear it after we're done in Italy. I sense some Napoleonic vibes here right now. So like true barbarians would do, we let them pass through our woods and attack them from multiple directions. This act of violence was absolutely necessary because I don't want to search this only city Spain will have somewhere far east, and second, I would like to have another settler to myself. So feel no pity to them. We're already stuck in 2 wars with Ottoman Empire and Spain, and it is not even a challenge because AI builds no units somehow, and they have no units at all. Well, they actually do have some units, but they are so far away because it's marathon speed. They're probably somewhere on another side of the world, so they can actually support their capitals. Another good thing to have is snipe those builder. On a marathon speed, builder cost is enormous and you have to spend like 20-25 turns to build one. Well, I just saved myself at 25 turns by capturing that builder. Venice has only 18 city defense. Of course I can surround it so it will heal, but somehow that warriors are doing nothing. They just moved away from Venice, unlike the player would play put the warrior in the city so it would get extra 10 city defense. No, not like that. AI doesn't know how to play this game, unfortunately. So Spain is trying to prevent inevitable, and instead of attacking Venus himself, it still keep giving me some precious XP by attacking my unit on a hill in a forest across the river. So, to be clear, it's plus 11 for my defense. Anyways, no one willing to help Venice, even its own warrior. They moved away, they're running away, they don't want to see the fate of Amsterdam, so Venus is just captured and we have 4 cities by 10:55 on marathon speed. I'd say it's not a marathon, I'd call it sprint. Anyway, we have 2 wars going on and we have to end them, and the best way to end war is
Strawberry annihilation!
so we're heading Spain. I caught that warriors with my Gesati and blocked their pass through the tiny choke, so they can go back home and we will finish them easily with our advanced forces. After I destroyed that deployment, I advanced toward Madrid, and to be honest, AI surprised me. He did have warrior in Madrid, so the city had 23 city defense, but somehow he moved it out. Why the hell would you move out warrior out the city to lower its defense?
This is the highest of treasons.
Of course, I kept that city, and I have to deal with that lonely scout over there. It's a Ottoman Empire scout, so I have to eliminate him. And we have another good surprise. It's a Portugal. Yeah, that is the Portugal settlers, and Philip didn't get them. He haven't declared war on them, didn't got that defenseless settlers. So I have 3 free settlers and 5 cities by 1070. Wow. Now we can head east. I have 2 coastal city-states, so opening sailings, and we'll chop few galleys to capture that cities. More cities, more stats, and better empire. That is what I'm standing for. Our first target is Vilnius. I fortified my position and declared war on that city-state, and somehow those warriors willingly attack fortified positions. I remind you that fortified unit has +6, and when you attack it across the river, your unit has -5, and if it's hill is +3, and if it's a forest, it's another +3, so maximum you can have is +12, and the river. So basically they committing
Suicide, double suicide. They shot each other.
unfortunately for them, and I don't know what the hell is wrong with AI. I thought they starting to get better, especially with those smart barbarians, fortification, and other thing that barbarians I do now, but still. Another cool thing that wellness warriors did, they crossed the river and attacked my fortified position. Yes, but now those, it just, wow. I don't remember this happened, but he just lost 2 units. Wow. Yeah. Well, I guess wellness is not a hard target at all. And at this moment I was wondering, why didn't I get any culture for destroying opponent's units? And it appears Gal has no that abilities, it's for Greece. And Gal, what does Gal have is they get culture when produce units, that's nice, and +2 combat strength, I knew this. That's another reason why I turned off BBG mod, because they're nerfed there, it's only +1, and it's like 2 times better bonus in vanilla. Cheers.
Cheers!
Anyway, I took wellness in a few turns, another builder, that's great, and I didn't have to pillage farms. So now the road is clear and we can march toward Istanbul. Unlike Spain, I couldn't prevent Osman Empire expansion, so I have to do it right now. We already have a couple of cities somewhere to the north, and another one settler trying to run away, so we hunt him down, slay the guards, and enslave its civilians. It seems like AI don't really understand what's happening right now. It's a marathon speed, you can't afford to build any districts before you have unit in every tile. So we will pillage that campus and take Istanbul. It has only 13 city defenses I can see. Oh my god, this AI is terrible. Well, okay, I can't blame AI. I purposely choose real strategy AI so it won't be that cocky in the early game, so I can have an easier and funny game. It required only 3 additional hits to take Istanbul. Easy peasy. Now I'm trying to pick unit with the least XP till leveling up. So it was 5 cities turn 70, now it's 8 cities turn 91. Gaul is super balanced safe in vanilla. Yeah, sure, but stay tuned, we'll have more hilarious mechanics for Gaul. So I traveled north with all my gang, capture last hope of Osman Empire, the Halep city in the Baltic Sea. It does look like Turks fought a lot of barbarians that came out from Sweden. Yeah, it is even more funnier when I said it out loud. Wow, I'm dying. Now let's get back to good news. It's about time to build oppidums. It's absolutely cheating ability of Gauls in vanilla. It's strong with a PBG mod, but in vanilla, after you open ironworking, or maybe after you build your first oppidum, you get apprenticeship opened. And what the biggest difference between vanilla and BBG mod is you get man-at-arms with apprenticeship, and you all know where this is going. For those pure childs who have never played BBG, I have to announce that man-at-arms moved to a military tactics is where the spearmans are. So playing Gaul, you can't just build Oppidum and get the strongest unit of medieval just for free, you know? You do nothing and you get good units. No, you have to earn it. But vanilla has a different state of mind, right? So I will just build Oppidums and will clear the entire planet with a couple of man-at-arms. I believe the best gameplay and best experience you can have in Civilization game, and you still can beat deity AIs with this strategy, so enjoy. Remember those 3 settlers I have? Well, now I placed them in a very good spots because we're playing a marathon speed and every stat is important, every single point of science is important. I'm placing that cities right next to something that gives me that science or culture, like iron. So, with an iron nearby, I can build better oppidum, so it stacks well, it all combined superiorly good. By the way, Halep is about to fall. To be honest, I have Terminator units. I don't even need many charms to win this game. Those Gasati, they are super strong, they are super cheap, and Gauls bonuses that gives them extra 2 combo strength when any other units nearby is amazing. On top of that, if you can use surround bonus, you can use support bonus. Well, if you are at least a bit experienced in how combat works in a Civ 6, you probably can utilize them extremely well. Or, short tips, just spam those guys on a low game speed and you're good to go. While I was fighting all those Turks in Sweden, I sent a couple of units to handle the Middle East problem. You can see Hattusa over there is about to get wrecked. So nothing much to see here. I attacked it from the 3 directions and it just went down. While doing so, as you remember, I chopped few galleys and about to attack Fez and Cardiff after. I think in total I will have 3 galleys and I'm constructing one now in Istanbul. Yeah, right. So I can say I have 300 military strengths with warriors only. Jesus
Christ.
So I cleared Akkad right after Hattusa, and I have to say those 2 cities are having quite good conglomeration. Actually 3-1 because I built another one right on the Azerbaijan spot, I guess. And also this turn I took Fez, because, well, you know, I got Oligarchy and Kali attack is extremely strong with Oligarchy because you get extra 4 military strength. So right now, even if Fez had some galleys of his own, it wouldn't be a problem for me, because I would have better boats. And Shan was next. I have a massive army, I guess it's quite big for the marathon speed. And Gaul Empire reached Indian Ocean. That's quite good achievement, I'd say. We're now boarding British Island, with a Cardiff is about to fall. And it does look like we have another present, because there's another one city-state to the north, somewhere in Ireland, and somehow Scotland couldn't fit any other cities. That's terrible for him and good for me. Even though I left half of my army dealing with barbarians in Scandinavia, I still have plenty of units to attack Babylon. Is this guy is a Babylon? Is Gilgamesh from Babylon? I guess he's from Babylon. And the hardest part here and the weirdest part here, why the hell is Babylon located in Egypt? I believe he just couldn't fit a city because of Akkad, Hattusa and Anshan, so he moved on the Egypt spot. That's interesting.
Interesting.
And Babylon, or Egypt, Egyptian Babylon, bring me some presents. He built his unique improvement. And it appears it gives you not healing but gold. And you know who needs gold and who loves gold. That's right, that's me. And the biggest struggle here while fighting Babylon was not the fighting itself. It was, as always, logistics. I just couldn't fit my massive army through this tiny one-tile choke. It feels like it took me forever to get into Africa, but from another hand, we have Arma to fight, and is it now? Yes, it's gone. Well, it's almost gone because of the zone of control. I can't fit my second boat there, but in a couple of turns, you might guess what happened. It will fall. Look at this, bam, bam, and another attack, or maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. So right before finishing Oppidums, as I remember, I was building builders in almost every single city. So now I have a lot of tiles to improve, and that's great. The Gauls are amazing in vanilla. Cheap Oppidums, strong units, perfecto. Perfecto. I just can't understand why it is not a tier S on someone's lists. Just why? Oh yeah, that's why. Because of monumentality bonus. Now we'll have a small talk about why monumentality civs are way stronger in vanilla and been a PBG mod because of 30% discount on elders, trade roads and settlers. So you can't compete this bonus with the Magnus internals. And I made a few mistakes because it's vanilla. I didn't went for Pingala immediately. I'd wait for Magnus and then I like, oh no, it's vanilla. I could get science and culture income with Pingala. So because religion is overbuffed in vanilla, it's extremely strong. And if you're playing vanilla, just blindly go religion with any civ. That is what bots are doing. They blindly go with a religion build with every civ they playing. You're gonna have extremely early game tempo. That's true. Magnus, from another hand, is not giving you extra food, and tiles in vanilla are superiorly bad. There is no production in vanilla at all. So I guess that is the answer why Gaul is not considered as an S tier in vanilla gaming. But it's an S tier in my heart. Now I actually don't know what to do. I'm thinking about trebuchets or maybe knights, but I don't need any of those units, so maybe it's better to just open printing as soon as possible. I'm kinda lost because my only goal for this entire game was to reach apprenticeship and build many turns, and thanks to pillaging I'm already there. So, Arma days are gone, new Arma under the new rule in the only Earth Empire have started. The funny thing about Scotland, I don't think I can't even reach it. All my units are so far away and the boats, well, I don't think I can kill it with the boats. So I was thinking to myself, who cares about Scotland? It's kinda cool country, so I'll just leave it like that. I will let you leave, Robert, but you own me. So while I was talking, you can see how it's hard to reach Quiche and how it's hard to pillage all these juicy tiles. So I just speed forward a bit, and it's a historical moment when Gauls became the wealthiest nation in the world. I pillaged just a few of that unique improvements and already got more than 1k gold in bank. That is ridiculous, and I haven't even realized it yet that I already opened many terms and I can improve my Gassati with all this cash in my bank. That is crazy how good Gauls are. Well, after destroying every single improved tile, we can finally take it. Cheers, boys, we earned it. Moving farther south, we discovered city of Ur and Eridu. Eridu is the first city with walls I've met for the 137 turns. That's great. But I already have men-at-arms, so it won't be a problem, and I can switch masonry and just buy ram if it's necessary. Well, it looks like I don't even need any siege agents here because archers are doing great job against the walled 34 defensed city. Robert Drews once again kinda disappointed in my actions. But who cares? And another civ gone, it was Babylon. Well, will always stay in our minds as the most child leader in entire Civilization 6. Somehow in my BBG mind I thought that maybe Reina is a great governor with a +2 gold from any feature. But you're just playing vanilla, dude. Take Pingala. All other governors are irrelevant. Well, maybe except Magnus Chops. I once again split my forces to clear Africa from barbarians and maybe some other civilization I haven't met yet. I don't really want to place any cities there because of a neighborhood, even one next to a Kilimanjaro. It appeared there is no Wi-Fi there. Turn 148 and it's finally era shift. And you know what? The best dedication in vanilla game no matter what civ you're playing. That's right, money mentality. I was planning it ahead. I was planning on 146 turns ahead, so I took Earth's Goddess Pantheon, and now I do have about 1200 face accumulated and 30 face per turn without a single Holicite. Another good sign of sanity is I finally took Pingala. Even though I wasn't planning build cities in Africa, I still got Taruga and Kumasi, and I took Kumasi with a naval expedition. They will head across the Africa in my attempt to find way to India. But it didn't end that well. I lost some boats and decided to retreat. Hey guys, do you remember that armies that was fighting barbarians in Scandinavia? Well, they finally reached Samarkand and about to take it. Previously, I put raid policy cut and pillaged 170 gold for each mine. That allows me to upgrade even more Gassati to a man-at-arms. I left few units to protect African territories from barbarians and few units to protect Scandinavian territories from barbarians, and the rest of my armies combined near Mohenjo-daro. We took it and we're ready to march east. The game reached that moment when you know you already won, but you still have to play a couple of hours to officially gain victory. Oh yeah, by the way, because I got Golden Age, people of Stirling revolted. And it's now a free city that is eventually will join our empire peacefully. Now things are getting more easier, because we reach Ayutthaya and that will be our base for invading Asian civilizations. Korean cities had walls, so I bought ramp. Luckily I got some gold in bank. It does look like Khmer and Korea had war, and Korea won because Angkor Thom and Lingapura is Korean cities. I will avenge you, my fat bald brother, and will knock down the Koreans. It was a bit harder to fight her because of the walls, and Korea had a lot of science. Even though I have more, they still will have equal units. Almost. Well, they do have archers, I do have archers. Isn't it equal units?
We are all equal here.
I don't want to show you all the faults I had with barbarians because it's not quite interesting. All I want to say about this mechanic is barbarians are bigger threat than major civilizations. It is like an extra content, so you won't get bored while fighting boring AIs. Even though you can boost AIs, barbarians are still more entertaining. I think it is one of the biggest Civ 6 franchise problem. The barbarians gives you more and better content than major civs themselves. So let's get back to our bloody business. We're now fighting Koreas, and I really like how vanilla is made. There's always a lot of farms, so you can heal your units. It's like a bonus from devs, like wink wink. I know you're going to fight those beasts, so here, take some medkits with you. Anyway, long story short, I pillaged every tile in Gwangju and took it, and I will pillage every tile in Indrapura and will take it. See, I was not joking, it's all about plundering and slaughtering independent nations. And of course including them in our happy family type empire. To be honest, fighting Korea was quite challenging because I would have no reinforcements here, so I can't afford losing units, and because it's so far away from my mainland, I didn't have enough loyalty presence. Somehow I thought I could hold those cities, but well, I couldn't. So I spent a bit more time than I should taking Koreans, and I have to find Japan after that. Because of their recalcitrance, I have to burn their cities to the ground and build new cities of my own. As always, AI was cockroaching and building cities elsewhere, but I still hunt them down and destroyed them. But we have a few civilizations to deal with, and I don't know exact number of civs I had, so just decided to chop a brand new fleet with the help of Magnus and chops. I bought a settler with a face, because I'm in a monumentality. I bought builders with a face, and I chop everything. Now I have massive fleet, and I'm ready to invade Japan. The turn has come. The war has been declared. But to be honest, Japan is kinda joke. Even Tokugawa knew this. Look at him. He's not happy at all. It has 8 science and 15 culture, which is nothing compared to mine 91 and 126 stats. So, short story, even shorter, I destroyed his fleet, I destroyed his army, and I took his only city, well, pillaging everything else while doing so. and another great victory for unbeatable Gaul Empire. By the way, thanks to the second harbor I got from Tokyo, I boosted cartography and now I can invade someone across the ocean. I actually don't know who this is. I thought it's maybe Australia, maybe Indonesia, so first of all I scouted that territories. But after 10 turns of scouting, it was clear that someone lives in America. So we have to get there and kill them and bring civilization with us. Because I was 100% sure they do not have any oppidums at all. Oh yeah, and if you was wondering, that's my policy cards, but I don't think they're kinda relevant because all I have to do is spam some unique units and wipe out all your neighbors. So our reach America turned to 150 and I was hoping for some epic battle there. I thought maybe it's Brazil or Mapuche or even Teddy Roosevelt with a +5 or maybe Abe with infinite amount of infantry units. But well, it was boring Gree, and even if he did had Akichitas, it would have no effect. Yeah, right now, as I was saying, I'm struggling more fighting barbarians than fighting AIs. I hate barbarian mechanic, it's so destructive, and it's absolutely random factor that is ruining your multiplayer experience, like constant disconnects is not enough. So I took Leventa just because I can. Well, actually you always need a base where your units can heal, or maybe you can upgrade your units, or you can retreat somewhere. So it is most common thing, either you bring settler with you or you take city-state. Well, I got both. I have a settler and I took city-state. I was overestimating things that Kree had. I was super prepared. I had curvillas, crossbowmen, experienced men-at-arms, siege tower. I felt like the first Spanish conquistadors landed on the lands of America, an absolutely unknown territory, and they made only boys with sticks. Can you imagine the guy on a horse with a plate armor and he had to fight some guys with sticks and stones? I don't want to say that I was disappointed, but I am disappointed right now. Look at that cities. I just rushed toward them and they absolutely have no chances. They didn't even have the walls, and there was no any other civilizations there who could stop their development. He had all the lands, and he have built nothing. If you can't use your lands properly, be prepared that someone will get there and will use them as it should be. Anyway, in a couple of moments I rushed toward his capital, took it, and the game was over. To be honest guys, I'm so disappointed. I was hoping that marathon speed gives me some marathon vibes, maybe because of my crazy tempo and because I took so broken Civ, it was so easy. Leave your thoughts in the comments. You can suggest some challenging gameplay for me, because this marathon gameplay was not a challenge at all. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though I was whining like a little girl. Please don't be shy and share your thoughts about this game or any other subject you'd like to discuss in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share it as a sacrifice to YouTube algorithms. All these actions will help video and channel to grow, and you will get more good quality content. I hope my videos can be counted as a good quality content. Anyway, sending you positive vibes, much love, and see you in the next video.